Corey Seager will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Corey Seager.
A high fastball is in there. Comes in with an average of 265. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Chris Taylor, lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He also has 1 home run. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Puig, base runner at first with 1 out. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
This is line to left. Perella is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Kirby Yates will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Missed with a slider. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
That one's in there. 3-1. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch gets him looking up around the letters. 1 left for LA. Julio Urias gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Ellis will match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning.
A.J. Ellis.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch is popped up, and there's the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Perella is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1 to the Padres left fielder. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Hernandez. And that retires the side. Padres down in order, and it's still 3-1. Digging in, Justin Turner. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now. That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2. Hot shot down the line. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup.
Ready to deliver the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. He pulls this one into right, and that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance. Kike Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Perella has a read on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving. The ball out of the ballpark does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs, 9 driven in. 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot. and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, catcher, Giancarlo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Matt Kemp will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Chase Utley will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. First delivery to him on the way.
Number 26.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And struck him out. Digging in once again.
Number 10, Hunter Renfroe. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 46.
He's set and the pitch. And that'll be grounded foul off to the left and near Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. And that one just missed outside. Fastball right over the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they still lead it 3-2. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching baseball on MLB Network. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brad Hand comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 52, Brad Hand. Now playing right field and batting the 6th spot.
And now is Yasiel Puig. His career line against Brad Hand. A handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
A 1-1 count to Puig. A 1-1. Misses off the plate. The 2-1. A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Jock Peterson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Jock Peterson.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Here's the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Puig on at first, nobody out. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Chris Taylor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And that's in there for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. From the stretch. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. His career line against Brad Hand. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have taken the opener here at home, and this ball game is over. 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The San Diego Padres overcast night here in Southern California as we welcome you inside Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game week. Clayton Richard is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Wow, only the second pitch of the game tonight, and that's called a ball. This looks like it could be very good for the hitters tonight.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-2. Popped him up. Spangenberg waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the second out. Here's Corey Seager. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So far this year against Southpaws, Seager carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Perella on the move, and that retires the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. At the plate, Jose Perella. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
Jose Perella.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Dan, Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty well.
Goes in time, and that's out number 1. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Dribbled up the line. That winds up foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Hosmer leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing in the San Diego first. Will go to the next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. In there for strike one, 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is a fastball that misses.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, decent numbers. He's 6 for 15. He also has 1 home run. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
And that's in there, base hit.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
There's a strike. First and second here with nobody out. And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the pods line up on base. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sack.
And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis is there. There's one. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Padres nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Chase Headley. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hernandez sprinting after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. The 1-2 is high and outside for a ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that's the second out.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Striding into the box, Freddie Galvis will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Forsythe. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Rich Hill. 9-1-2 due up.
Rich Hill.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
No strike. Yeah.
A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Striding in once again, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
1 strike.
More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Spangenberg backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air to right field. Renfroe on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Dodgers. In now is A.J. Ellis. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. And
Leading off for the Dodgers.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Seager gets his lead at first, nobody out. Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike.
3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the runner is in from second. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Good hitting is contagious. We all know that. He saw his buddies get some good swings earlier in the inning, and he does just the same, driving in 2 more here. The guy in the bump has got to find a way to get some outs, or he's going to be gone in a hurry.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He grounds it sharply to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Galvis has it, one there on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rich Hill. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is ready for another chance. Corey Spangenberg, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Down the first base line, but this will get foul for strike 2.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Corey Spangenberg becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Hosmer, the former Royal, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. That's 1-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Chris Taylor. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
That one's in there. 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and your game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Matt Kemp is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Tries to dump this one out to left. In there, a base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Joey Lebansky comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Here's Corey Seager. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Soft liner towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Justin Turner. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the belt, the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Taylor over at second. Kemp is over at first with one away. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Perella is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
No.
A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Up around the face.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Fouled off. The 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Ellis has a play. And that's the third out. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Here's Chase Headley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1-0 the count. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Hernandez is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. In now is A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Headley rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and the deficit is cut to 4 now. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Will Myers will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Ball 1. Ellis on third with 2 out. Popped high in the air. Forsythe over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the...
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kike Hernandez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2 balls and a strike now. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready once again, Yasmani Grandal. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. We're in the 6th inning now, a 5-1 ball game. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Next to the plate for the Padres, Jose Pirela. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Dodgers have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Stepping in now, Corey Spangenberg.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And that's in there, base hit.
Now batting,
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He singled in 2 trips to... First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Spangenberg, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Digging in once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the stretch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strike.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Padres leave one. They're down 5-1. Next up for Los Angeles, Rich Hill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The 2-1 home is a slider taken for a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Matt Kemp waits on deck. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Digging in now, Matt Kemp. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
3-2, full count. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time, and another foul ball. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Justin Turner. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
1 ball, no strike.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Renfroe giving chase, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Hill at second, Taylor at first, 2 out in the inning. again, a 1-2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire. Digging in now for San Diego.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he takes ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Hernandez is after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting.
So digging in now.
Manuel Margot.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Nobody out, runner on first. Hard hit ball to second. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Freddie Galvis is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. A.J. Ellis tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. In his career, Ellis is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And a breaking ball stays outside. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Forsythe has it. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Cody Bellinger. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 8th inning underway here with a curveball that's taken for a ball, 1-0. One and 1 to the Dodgers first baseman. The 1-1 home. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kike Hernandez waits on deck. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Ready for another shot now. Kike Hernandez has got a hit in.
Number 66.
.302 is the average coming in. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Margot's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Bellinger's off and running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Swing and a liner. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking.
Chase Utley will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 6 home runs, 9 driven in.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. Yasiel Puig will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Carlos Suarez will try and get his club back into it here. Scott Alexander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And that'll bring in Carlos Suarez. As he can't make contact and is tied up here, it's strike 1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 2-2, the count to Asuaje.
2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
High in the air. Turner moving to his left. 1 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Pirela. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is foul right side. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Corey Spangenberg. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
It looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Padres down in order. Colton Brewer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Jock Peterson will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 3 homers and 7 driven in. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. High in the air. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out, as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Chris Taylor. It was a walk in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, left fielder, Matt.
Digging in once again, Matt Kemp. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 out, nobody on. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's Corey Seager as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Kemp stands at second with 2 gone. Two and 0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
3-0.
3 balls, no strike.
Here it is, the 3-0. is laid off, but in there for strike one. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI. Adam Liberatore will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Liberatore, 30 years of age. He was a 21st round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Ready once again, Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
And a neck high fastball that time. A 1-0 delivery. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first. And the Padres are down to their final out now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chase Headley. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And that misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Utley is there. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And tonight's comes to a conclusion.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the National League West, the Dodgers picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 6-1. The Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they dismantled the Giants, 8-2. The New York Mets launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Rockies, 4-3. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Houston Astros knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona, 6-4. The Washington Nationals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Phillies, 6-5. The Miami Marlins had 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 7-6.
fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend. Now at the plate, Yasiel Puig. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Popped him up. Hedges has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think everyone's a little bit concerned about the way Yasiel Puig's been playing. He's only picked up 1 hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out. They're just about to catch fire.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, Dero, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1-2-3. Ready now, Corey Spangenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty well.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Digging in now for San Diego, Jose Pirela comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Way out in front. The 0-1 pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. So striding in, Eric Hosmer. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So Will Myers will get a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Hosmer is off of first with 2 away. Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 is taken for ball two.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And, guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And right into the shift. This will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Full count now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Next for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field.
Margot's on the move.
He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 7, catcher, Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch on its way. A called strike on the inside corner. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading out for the Padres.
Now the pitch.
Ready.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, it's been pretty good. 5 for 12. He's taken him deep once. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Turner charging in on it. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Chase Headley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Standing in, Austin Hedges will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
1-1.
A fastball that just misses inside. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses. Bottom of the second here with no score. Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Luis Perdomo. He's set. Here it comes. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. 0-1 pitch on its way towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the third from Petco. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Margot is there, and he has it for the first out. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Kenta Maeda. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Third inning, no score to this point. Struck him out. In now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. It's down for extra game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Puig at second with 2 down. two-seamer can't quite make it back over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Riding in once again, Corey Spangenberg. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 2.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Pirela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Now the pitch. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line to the right side, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And there are 2 away now. Here's Will Myers, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Myers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Padres will jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Padres on top, 1-0. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Justin Turner.
First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. 2-1. Smoke toward the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's the 1-out single.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll enter play at .313, 7 homers and 23 driven in. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bellinger stands at first with 1 out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Drilled down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And this will get to the wall over near the .336 marker. Oh, no, he muffed it. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to stop it. And they take the lead. It's gone. Jock Peterson with a 2-run blast. 4th home run for him on the season, and it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now batting.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Margot's under it.
2 down. Ready for another chance. Chase Utley so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Digging in, the switch hitter, Chase Headley, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
He's set and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's a strike. Headley aboard here at first with nobody out. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Perdomo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a bunt attempt here. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Digging in to try it again, Kenta Maeda. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Max. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Liner towards second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Running hard, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the base on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
First delivery to him on the way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Line drive to left. Perella is there. Let's see if they try it. And they decide not to push things here with 1 away as he'll hold on at third base.
The batter,
Here's Corey Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Riding in once again, Justin Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Corey Spangenberg. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Utley at second. And that's out number 1.
The left field, number 2.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Pirela. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Peterson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Ready for another shot now, Cody Bellinger. He singled his last time up.
First baseman number 35.
First pitch coming, here it is. Ball 1.
1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff.
Oh, look at Hosmer. It's there. He got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Not close. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And Kemp is able to lay off as he'll reach base on ball 4.
Now batting,
Jock Peterson will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And that's in there for a called 3rd strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
up next for the
Digging in once again, Austin Barnes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And this is a fair ball as it heads for the Western Metal Supply Company building. Kemp is on his way home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. 1 left for LA as the lead remains 3-1. Here's Will Myers. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it. 1 out. Ready once again, Manuel Margot. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball. 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Lifted down the line in left. Kemp on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might...
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kemp has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. And now a swing from Headley as he sends a ground ball to second base. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1, and now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joey Lebansky will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Carlos Asuaje will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Forsythe, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Kenta Maeda. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Galvis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with Logan Forsythe, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Leading off the inning, Austin Hedges, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And that's finally over for a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Three-two pitch. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And that'll bring in Carlos Asuaje. And Dan, what's the plan? Kind of attack here for the guy on the mound.
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop, a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a one-run game now.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Row. One of the things I think in base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
Cingrani pauses. Here's the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. Asuaje on at first, nobody out. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets...
Pedro Baez comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Pedro Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
Now batting,
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike one.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first, a double play. But meanwhile, the run is in that'll tie the ball game.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers, he flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that... Here's Corey Seager, and this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This is just off the outside corner, ball 2. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike.
The 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Line drive base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Myers is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Next for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Kike Hernandez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Hit on the ground out for short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. No change in the score. Kike Hernandez will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Number 14.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Career numbers against Baez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Tough slider down low for a strike. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. The 1-1 home is high and outside for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Change up in for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Craig Stammen will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Up top, it's 2-0. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Logan Forsythe waits on deck. And he lays off, ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Chris Taylor come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Yasmani Grandal will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. In there at the knees, strike one. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And that misses 1-1. Stammen, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2 balls and a strike to count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Slider, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now is Yasiel Puig. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. A 1-1 count to Puig. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So no runs here on Chris Taylor, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 3, Chris Taylor. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 46.
Digging in once again, Austin Hedges. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Austin Hedges.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And that'll bring in Carlos Asuaje. Lifetime history with Josh Fields. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Corey Span.
Corey Spangenberg.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hernandez on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay throw, and he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just 1 out. Riding in once again. Ross Stripling is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the ninth and send this one into extra innings. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. Now a swing and a fly ball. Should be enough to get the job done. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. San Diego came through when it mattered in the ninth.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-2. Max Scherzer struck out 15 overall with the win as the Nationals took care of the Padres 2-0. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. Adam Conley collected win number 2 on the year as the Marlins grabbed one from the Cubs 4-3. For the team. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-3. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-2. The Detroit Tigers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed